Hello guys, welcome back to Palace to the Core. If you like Crystal Palace content and you like it every single day, or at least every day that I can find new news, then don't forget to subscribe and also like the video, and you'll be getting daily football news around Crystal Palace and Selhurst Park. Okay, so I've got a couple of things for you today. First one is one of our rising stars is currently under the interest of teams like Everton and Borussia Dortmund, and that is Junior Dixon, who has been playing for the under-18 squad this season, and he's been really good. He scored 7 times in 5 games and got 2 assists. He's a young attacker, and he's been doing really well for the under-18s. Not surprisingly, he's been garnering some interest from various clubs, England as well as Europe. He's yet to sign a professional contract with the club, so I hope that this story, or this rumour that's been breaking, will encourage the club to get pen to paper on a professional contract for him. So otherwise, they're saying that he could leave for free at the end of the season, which we don't want to do. We want to keep hold of these good stars and bring him through and make him one of our players in the first team. According to the Telegraph, Borussia Dortmund and Everton have sent scouts to watch him so far this season. I'm sure there are going to be other scouts looking at him as well. I'm sure it's not just going to be those two. You know, it says here, Dortmund aren't afraid to give young talents a chance in the first team and could tempt Dixon to take the plunge and move abroad to continue his development. Now, Borussia Dortmund have got a good record of bringing through young players, so I think that if he needs the opportunity, which I'm sure he doesn't, then this is going to be the perfect thing for him to do. It's also, you know, I think this is going to be one of the things that we're going to have to start doing. We're going to have to start looking at our young players and saying that, you know, we need to get professional contracts on some of these young stars, get them signed up to the club so that they're not tempted away, or other clubs don't pick them away and cherry pick some of our best talent, because that could be very detrimental to our future if we do that. The other thing I want to talk about is interest has been reignited in Nzola. Or Nzola, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm sure that if you know how to pronounce it, do tell me. But Crystal Palace have apparently reignited their interest in Spezia forward Mbella Nzola, and could get him for cheaper than the 10 million euros they were once quoted. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, the interest has come back in fashion after he started the season in fine form. Newspaper reports that the 26-year-old is back as the protagonist this season after finding himself on the edge of the group last year. So he's got 3 goals in 8 games in the Serie A, which isn't bad at all, not a bad return, and he's doing well. And it looks like we could be getting him for cheaper than the 10 million euros that he was valued at last window. There is belief that he is now on the right path after so many ups and downs that Crystal Palace could return to the charge, particularly as he is now valued at 6 million, so 4 million cheaper than he was in the past. He's had a few ups and downs, which is my only concern, is that he has had a few ups and downs. So you know, he could be on form this year. Next year he might not be on form if he signs for us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think it's worth, you know, sending some scouts out, see how he goes, and see what happens. Hopefully it will mean that that we'll get someone like that to come in for us, because he is a forward, and I think that we need a little bit more creativity up front, perhaps. You never know. We are, of course, needing some defenders and some midfielders as well, because we are getting very light, especially with the injuries. Hopefully that will be resolved in January. But let me know your thoughts on these two things, as always. And as I said before, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Crystal Palace news in your feed all the time.